and let's find out.
All right, you guys have seen me dance, and now it's time for me to sing. So I'm meeting with Hollywood vocal coach James Lugo to rock and roll. So I'm here with James Lugo of Vocal Asylum. Now, James, tell us about Vocal Asylum.
It's where singers get in and they can't get out.
Okay.
All right, so it feels like my seat is falling. I think my chair's had it. All right, so a couple of changes. Well, I don't know about yeah. So I'm getting the hang of the sax effects thing. Very cool. The Austin Buddy, like 1,000 presets is killer. We'll get into that later. But I did trade a bunch of my old guitars and a bunch of my old pedals for a brand new Strat. Look at this. It's a professional. It's called a Stratocaster Professional. It's kind of a strange color, but oh man, this thing is cool. This thing is cool. I've been using it the last day, and I got the locking tuners on it, and it's, man, what a guitar. Here it is with the Axe Effects. And this is on one of the Austin Buddy presets, like the Triax, which I think is a Mesa Boogie Clean. Check this out. Make sure we're recording. No? That's the phase one, the 2 position between the bridge and the center, and then the 4 position between the neck and the bridge, or the neck and the center. And there's also a push button on it, so it's got like a normal sound, and then it also, like, you hit it a second time and it's more hollow. I think that one is not push, but pushing it gets it even more kind of like hollow 80s. It's very cool. And here's my yellow Telecaster, just kind of hearing the difference. Much more like the human voice, much more direct, and this is definitely more. They're both cool. The Strat just is a cool sound. The Telecaster is an extremely useful sound. This is the Strat again. And then here's the Tele. Telecaster, all right, so all this is just subjective and opinion. The Telecaster is more like introspective and internal in your mind. The Strat is, to me, is more like euphoric sonically. So, depends on the character, right? All right, so this is what the video is about. So, in all this testing, all this Axe and all this Kemper, kind of been weirded out a little bit. Like, I feel like my guitar thing is, well, so let's put it this way. I've been using a 57 and a 421 on a cabinet for 20 years. It's great. A lot of people, millions of records have it on it. It was an LA staple for guitars, for rock especially. Nashville, a lot of guys like ribbon mics. I've owned a bunch of Royers. It was never my thing. But I did have some M160s, the Biodynamics, and did like them, and I've been listening to them. So anyway, I have an M160 now in the cabinet, or on the cabinet. So what you're hearing here is the 57 and the 421. So here's the 57. Right? 421. Okay, so together, let's let's record it. So this is 57 is the first mic, 421 is the second mic. Let's record a little bit of this. Okay, so, and this is my 77 unmodded, just general settings, my Les Paul. These are phase accurate. Now I'm going to switch to the 57 and the M160. This I won't phase it. I'll just do it by eye, but we'll get the gist of it, or we won't. All right, so now it's in place of the 421. It's right next to it. It's actually, it's to the left going in towards the center dust cap, but I have it slightly, they're pretty, I mean, it's close. It's close enough for rock and roll. If I like it, you can move it around. It may be a little closer into the center dust cap than the 421. Let's see the level. It's... little lower volume. Turn it up here. Man, I can already tell you, I like it. So here's the 57 again. And here's now the 160. And together. Very touchy with these TGs. Here we go. Got the level a little better. All right, so here it is, 57, 421. Now 57 Buyer. I like that better already, and the thing that's different between those, which is my opinion, is what's been bugging me. So, done. It's got more thing. Okay, and you know, obviously you can balance this out. You can have less of the Buyer dynamic. Okay, that's a done deal. So now let's try this. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing with the Vintage 30 cab. Okay, I'm gonna start here. Oh, this is pretty exciting. We'll mute these. We'll fire these up. And we'll pan these left and right. Let's see. This is going through the this is now also going through the Vintex. Okay, stay with me, guys. So we're gonna call this Vin. Well, no, let's call this V30 Vin 57 421. Well, let's see if this works. It sounds like I'm hearing sound. Yeah, it sounds like it's working. So we're back now to Vintech and Vintage 30. this down just a little bit. Okay, so here is the, yeah, this obviously not super scientific, but you get the gist of it. Sometimes I find guys that do super scientific stuff, I don't get as much. It's all right. So in the gym, there's a thing called bro science. That's like guys that work out at the gym every day have all these like beliefs about how the body works based on the fact that they have actually developed their bodies, have actually lifted weights, have actually overcome injuries, have actually lost weight, have gotten shredded. So these guys have all kinds of, they call bro science. And people like poo-poo it. But I'm telling you, man, these gym rats know what time it is. You know, these scientists, man, what are they talking about sometimes, right? All right, here we go. Okay, now, same thing, but now we're doing the 57 M160, right? Let's see how it sounds. Like it may be, like, that may be cool with just the 421, you know what I mean? I am about to reamp Mike Joey's band's record. And he's a really great artist in Australia. Great band, great songs. And I want it to be the best, you know. I just, you know. All right, so now, again, it's just a little less volume than the 421. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so here is with the 421. Looks too much. And now with the M160. See, and I had a feeling I like the Vintage 30 with the 421. It's cool, but it's a little like, it's a little too much. And that's why like this whole vintage, you know, this whole 57 421, this is like Joe Barisi's thing. And, you know, he's does a lot of those rock guys with maces and all that. I get it. Yeah, I like the 57 421 on the Vintage 30, but here on the greenback, here is with 57 421. That's what I'm not digging. That thing. And I tried moving it out, and it just started sounding. It just wasn't happening. And I like that. So this is 57 421. With the 421. Yeah, that's been bugging me. The thing too is I keep turning down the treble on my amps. So with this, with the ribbon, I can open the amp a little bit up. And also, I mean, I don't have to have the full ribbon if I want it to be more bitey. Oh man. Okay. Oh my God. So I think we're gonna do a couple of videos. All right, I'm gonna end this video, and then I'm gonna do another one, which is gonna be dialing in the Axe effects. I talked to my buddy Rick Vieira, cool guy, awesome producer in California, kind of a rock metal dude, I think. But he turned me on to the Austin Buddy pack of presets, man. And he helped me. He helped me like get it set up and with the install. And those things sound killer. But he had said, "Hey, have you ever tried it? Running your Axe effects through like a mic pre." So I used to run my Kemper through a mic pre, my old Kemper from a few years ago. And you know, a bunch of people said, "Oh, don't do that." But I ended up not doing it anymore. I think I folded under a little pressure. But I remember like liking that. Like I thought that sounded great. So he was talking about like it just adds something, and also you can control that output level, because the output coming off the Axe effects can maybe, though I switched it to +4 and now it feels like I'm getting a good output of it. But yeah, I mean, this is the output of it right here. That's up one here. That's up there. There's your stock output. So anyway, there you go. So we're gonna wrap this video. So again, here is 57421 and M160. Yeah, I like that better. Plus the other thing too, once I put everything into my mix rig, everything just gets a little brighter. So I've been struggling with like tucking the guitar top end down more and more, and it's cool, but like it feels like, I don't know, like I'm having to hold back the reins because I think I'm tracking it like there's something like that. 421 is, you know, that's just that thing. A 57, and the 57 already has some of that. So together, it's like there's this little like it's, I don't know, it's like 3K. I don't know what it is, but and here's what the other combo with the ribbon. See, like I want to move into that. Yeah, this it literally does that. So, and again, here's the 421 with the Vintage 30 and the ribbon. Yeah, see the ribbon, either one would be fine, but I actually like the 421 on the Vintage 30 because there's already a different, the low end's different, and I like the 421 is more balanced. You're getting a little too much womp here. So anyway, that's it. We're gonna wrap this video, but they're flying and good stuff is happening. And you know what? If you're new to music, man, just it's okay, man. I know that this is such a weird time, but you have to do this because you love it. And if you do it because you love it and you're passionate and you have tenacity, right? You got to have tenacity with this stuff. You'll find your path. You know what I mean? And everybody's, I mean, look what, I mean, growing up, I wanted to be Alex Lifeson. And, you know, I've ended up getting my notoriety mostly through being a vocal coach, which is so weird. I didn't even grow up singing. I grew up a shredder, and mostly I play on records, and you know, and at this point I wouldn't really want to go on tour. I mean, I got kids, I got a family, I got a wife. I just, it's not for me anymore. So anyway, I don't know why I just said all that, but anyway, that's, you know, yeah, I know it's some weird times right now for music, but it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? We are taken care of, and yeah, so that's it. Whew. Like and subscribe.